Okay, go ahead.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
We're going to make this a little bit of an interaction so everybody can ask their questions. But we're here to talk about today how to build your immunity, how to get in all the nutrients possible and still enjoy your food. I see somebody eating there. No, it's good. Enjoy. And that's how we want to be able to enjoy your food on a daily basis. Get in the foods that you love, but at the same time, make sure that you continue to build your immunity and get in all your vitamins and minerals. So, which vitamins are the most important for seniors to get in? And last time we had a lot of questions about that. Vitamin D is the sunshine vitamin that is very important for seniors to get in enough, because as we age, it's harder to make vitamin D. We do, as we go outside, and we do get some vitamin D from the sun, but especially lately, we all have been indoors. And vitamin D is a fat soluble vitamin that builds bones, muscles, and especially our immunity. And if you're not getting in enough vitamin D, you can find that it can cause depression and it can cause you to be hungry all the time. So if you feel that you're craving carbohydrates all the time, your vitamin D may be low. There are other reasons you can be craving carbohydrates, or hungry all the time, but low vitamin D is one of them. So, because it can interfere with your effectiveness of leptin. Leptin is the appetite hormone, which tells us that we're full. So make sure that when you're going to the doctor that they're testing your vitamin D and see if you're low. If you are, you want to be taking vitamin D3. That's the natural form of vitamin D. You also want to be getting it through natural sources of food like salmon, tuna, flaxseed, eggs, or fortified dairy, like through milk. So make sure that you're eating enough through the sources of vitamin D, those natural sources, and that you're supplementing through vitamin D3. Another important supplement is B12. If you're feeling very tired and weak, you may be low in vitamin B12. That's a water-soluble vitamin that we find in animal products like beef, salmon, milk, chicken, yogurt. So if you're not eating enough of those foods, you may need to supplement vitamin B12. Again, the doctor can check if you're low in B12. And if you're not getting in enough vitamin B12, it can cause anemia, it can cause weight loss, and it also can cause constipation. So if you are constipated, it's not the only reason, but it could be one reason of a deficient vitamin B12. Calcium is a mineral that also is very important to make sure that you're getting in enough as you age, because that goes hand in hand with vitamin D in the bone health, muscle health, nerves, and hormones. But many times people are eating things that decrease the absorption of calcium. And many of those are healthy things like spinach, collard greens, wheat germs, sweet potatoes, and beans. In no way am I saying don't eat those, but if you're taking a calcium supplement or eating something that has calcium, like the dairy products, if you are eating those foods that are high in oxalate, like the spinach, it can be decreasing the absorption. So women mostly need around 1,000 milligrams, men 1,200 of calcium. You want to make sure that you're at, for seniors that you're eating yogurt, milk, cheese, or non-dairy products like kale and broccoli. We do absorb calcium better through dairy products. So making sure that you're getting in your calcium, your D, your vitamin B12 are very important, as well as potassium. So getting in a variety of fruits and vegetables can help you make sure that you're getting in enough potassium. But those are not the only things that are important. We want to get a variety of all types of food groups, especially fiber. Fiber is very important at any age, but especially as we get older. So, are you peeling your vegetables? Who here peels their apple when they eat it? I see some hands. Okay, you're not supposed to peel your cucumbers. You're not supposed to peel your apple. That's where the nutrients are. The more color the fruit or the vegetable has, then the more nutrients it has. So please try to leave the skin on the potatoes. Leave the skin on, yes, just scrub it really well, because that's where the folate is. That's where that's where all the vitamins are when it comes to the fruits and the vegetables. If you want to peel your carrot, that's okay. But when it comes to most potatoes, you can scrub it really clean, especially the baby potatoes, sweet potatoes, and the red potatoes, Japanese potatoes. You want to eat the skin of, especially Israeli cucumbers. They just need really good washing, and then you're going to be getting in much more nutrients, which can increase your energy level. So if you are feeling tired and you do start to eat much more color, think about the color of a rainbow. Are you getting in greens? Are you getting in purple, like eggplant and purple cabbage? Are you getting in yellow? Are you getting in red? Like, you really want to try and get in as much color as possible so that you're getting in different nutrients. We can't just take a vitamin and expect ourselves to get in everything that we need. So each day, try and work on trying new foods and getting out of your comfort zone. So different varieties of fruits and vegetables. Same thing goes for the protein. Not eating the same thing every day. Trying different lean proteins, chicken, fish, like salmon, not only sticking to flounder, trying salmon, fatty fish helps decrease stress and anxiety. So if you've been feeling tense from this pandemic and from things that are going on, there are many foods that can reduce stress, and getting variety can help with reducing the anxiety, like trying turkey or ground chicken instead of always making cutlets or always using chicken on the bone. There's so much different foods and different recipes that you can try to help yourselves get variety. So different foods that you can try to reduce anxiety are turkey, bananas, all different fruits and vegetables, like I was mentioning, even beef. Extra lean chopped meat has many B vitamins that can help reduce stress and anxiety. Garlic, cabbage, oranges, beans. Beans are very good for the fiber and very good for anti-stress. Salmon, like we mentioned. Eggs are a great protein, which has the vitamin D and which can help build dopamine in the brain, which is a happy hormone. Turmeric is a spice that is anti-inflammatory, but also can help reduce anxiety. Greek yogurt and kefir. Does anyone know what kefir is? Have you ever heard of it? It's a liquid yogurt which is very high in calcium. So if anyone has osteoporosis or is trying to increase their calcium, it's a very good way to get in calcium, and it's a very easy drink. It comes plain, it comes flavored, and it also helps reduce anxiety. So it can help you get in your calcium, and it can help you get in probiotics, which helps with your stomach bacteria and reduce anxiety. Blueberries, all berries is another reduce stress and anxiety. Avocado, who likes avocado? Yes, avocado is good for your potassium. It's good healthy fat, and also helps with anxiety and stress.
What's the name of the drink?
Kefir. Kefir.
Kefir?
Yes. Kefir. Most supermarkets have it.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's a fruit juice?
It's a fermented food, and it improves gut health and mood and increases serotonin. It's very good. Other fermented foods are yogurt, sauerkraut, kombucha, and these type of foods really improve because they're full of probiotics. They help with the gut and health, and at the same time increase the mood. Oats, does anyone like oatmeal? That also boosts mood. Nuts and seeds, these are easy things if you can't get out of the house to keep on hand, and they're full of zinc and selenium that support brain function and help with memory, because as we age, the memory does tend to reduce. And if you eat all these types of food, it does build memory. So remember, number one, the most important thing is variety. How many times have I said variety so far? So if you're a creature of habit and you're sticking to the same breakfast, lunch, and dinner, then you can be missing out on a lot of nutrients. And what happens is, as we age, we get stuck in our routine. Is that true for most of you?
Yes.
Right. So you want to try your best to try and get out of that routine as best as possible and try new things. Who here exercises? Okay, it's hard to see some of you, but okay. Why is it everyone knows that it's important to exercise? Even walking 10 minutes a day can reduce your stress, can reduce risk of stroke, cancer, diabetes, all diseases. It's an investment. It's an investment in your body, your mind, and your soul. We need to mute. And it could boost your brain power. So if you're going to exercise and you're having trouble with sleeping, that will definitely help with insomnia, because I know as we age, many people have a hard time sleeping. You want to maybe put everyone on mute?
Yeah, doing that, sorry.
Okay. Exercise also helps with fighting against constipation, depression, anxiety. It also helps clear the skin. I could go on the whole entire time just about the reasons that all of you should exercise. But what many seniors tell me, that they don't have the energy to exercise. So let's say you have inflammation, or on your knees, or you have pain, or there's a reason that you can't move as much. You could sit in a chair and just raise your arms. You could punch in your chair. You can get one of those bicycles that are just for the feet. There are so many ways to just move the body in the sections of your body that you can be thankful for. Whatever you can do, push yourself to do, and appreciate what your body can do for you, because physical strength will bring mental strength. So take it one day at a time, and the more you move, the more energy you will have, and that will prevent the tiredness and you feeling weak. Okay, so everyone going to start with 10 minutes a day of exercise. Any type of exercise that's on your level.
We
And
offer share exercise actually.
Yay.
Yeah,
Okay.
every other week.
Okay, so we're expecting everyone here to show up to that. Okay. There are some foods that seniors need to be careful from having, and I hope that everyone is aware of them. And the number one is grapefruit, and that's because many seniors are on medications, and grapefruit juice can cross with some medications. So some seniors are able to have grapefruit, but doctors do recommend not eating grapefruit in case you are on medication, just to make sure that that won't interfere with most medications. Also, raw fish, undercooked meat, eggs, and eggs can be in dressings and certain foods like, I guess like dressings. I'm just trying to think of what other foods would, like homemade mayonnaise, but mostly homemade dressings like Caesar dressing that you have to be careful from. Raw sprouts, some restaurants put sprouts in sandwiches, and that you would have to be careful from as well, and unpasteurized juices. So how do we build immunity? We can't just build immunity by snapping our fingers and saying, that's it, by next week I want to be stronger and my immune system is going to be going, I'm going to build my immunity by tomorrow. It takes months, it takes weeks, it takes years, and it's everything that you've been doing over your years. So exercise is something that builds immunity. The variety that we've been speaking about, making sure to get your flu shot, eating healthy, reducing stress, doing your meditation, and sleep. If you are not getting your 7 to 9 hours of sleep, that puts major stress on your body. So again, exercise will help aid sleep, and eating right will help you get in enough sleep. If you are not sleeping enough, that does increase appetite. So there are two classes of seniors that I hear. I hear many people tell me that they lose their appetite and as they age, and that could be from losing their taste and their hearing, because if you do have a hearing issue that is connected with the smell and taste, and many people do have a smaller appetite, then I hear that they have. So if you are feeling that your weight is going up and that you do have a bigger appetite, there are many ways to reduce the appetite and still get in nutrients. But you need to buy, plan, and prepare. So what does that mean? Buy the right foods and have the right foods in your house. So what are the right foods? And that doesn't mean that you can't have your cookies, you can't have your cake. Of course you could, but have these fruits and vegetables available, plan ahead. cut the fruits and vegetables, make sure that they're in your refrigerator and have the variety. But have healthier junk alternatives so that you will be able to give in and still get the nutrients in. Because as we age, we do need less calories. But who doesn't want a cookie? Who doesn't want chocolate? We all do. So if you do want a cookie, maybe having something that's made out can still give you some nutrients and still give yourself a sweet tooth, give into your sweet tooth. Make sure that you're drinking enough water, because sometimes we give into eating too many calories when we're thirsty. Make sure that you're not going throughout the day, make sure you're not going throughout the whole day and just eating your 2 to 3 meals. I find many seniors don't snack at all. And then they go into dinner too hungry and their portions of dinner are too large. And that's why they wind up gaining too much weight as they age. So don't skip meals, eat breakfast, but in between lunch and dinner, have some type of healthy snack. Maybe fruit and nuts, or something that you would enjoy that's more according to your taste buds. Yogurt and fruit that like something sweet, something like I was mentioning an almond, a cookie, but made out of almond flour, or maybe maybe you would try almond flour crackers with hummus, or even avocado. But making sure that you're not going into a meal hungry can reduce portions at dinner. Making sure you're eating enough protein as well can control appetite, and not preparing too much at dinner so that your eyes are not too big can help at dinner. Many people prepare too much carbohydrates at dinner. Make 1 protein, 1 carb, and as much vegetables as you want. So having the right foods available, eating slowly can help reduce appetite throughout the day. And taking care of yourself. So again, the exercise, making sure if you're stuck in the house that you're still getting dressed and moving around. So if you're sitting still on the couch all day, no matter what you're eating, you're not going to feel good, okay? Taking small walks will make that difference. I want to make sure to get to people's questions. Is there any type of subject that any of you want to be talking about?
Yeah, go ahead.
Eating a tangerine is affecting diabetes, or
So many diabetics ask me, can they eat fruit? So specifically a tangerine, any type of fruit. Diabetics can, I am talking in general, not specific for one diabetic.
yeah.
Fruit can be eaten for most diabetics if the portion is washed and it's combined with a protein like nuts. Fruit can never be eaten alone because it will raise sugar. Fruit is considered a carbohydrate for a diabetic and will raise sugar. But I find if you watch the portion of fruit, which is usually like a cup of fruit or 1 tangerine, if you add nuts to it, which is considered a protein, that would control the blood sugar. That's also helpful with appetite control. So many people find that when they eat fruit, it opens their appetite. And the reason is fruit is very healthy, but it's digested very quickly in the body. So if you're finding that you're trying to watch your weight and the fruit is opening your appetite, then just combine it with yogurt, cottage cheese, nuts, and that slow the digestion down and make you fuller and keep you fuller longer. More questions? Yes.
I know about avoiding grape grapefruit and grapefruit juice. But where does something like Fresca come in?
So
It's
diet,
flavored, but it's got no calories. So
yes.
we
So,
can't have too much grapefruit. How does
because Fresca has grapefruit in it, you're saying?
Fresca is a grapefruit, right? Like
Right. So
grapefruit
I'm not sure if it's real grapefruit. I think it might be grapefruit flavored, but diet soda in general is not something that it probably would just cause an inflammation in the body. It's not something that is healthy. Some studies show that it opens appetite.
Diet soda in general,
Flavored,
not just
right.
grapefruit.
Well, that is diet soda Fresca, but flavored seltzer is something that would, and even a grapefruit flavor, it's probably not real grapefruit. Grapefruit flavored seltzer would definitely be a healthier option.
And would be okay in terms of grapefruit.
I mean, you would probably have to ask the doctor, but I think it's just grapefruit flavored.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
You said about nuts and how much can a person eat during the day, the quantity of nuts that is good
So
for
everyone has a different quantity. It's really based on their history, their size, their goals. I can't give a quantity of here because everyone has a different quantity of what is right for them. But when it comes to a diabetic, usually an ounce of nuts is a portion.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. What's also very important is not to make sure for everyone, for any type of goal they have, is to make sure not to let too many hours to go by without eating. So anyone that either needs to gain weight, maintain, lose weight, keeping your blood sugar stable, which means eating every couple of hours, you don't have to eat that much, can help in all areas of your life. It can help keep your mood stable. It can help make sure that you don't eat too much later. For someone who needs to gain weight, that it can just help them get in enough calories. For someone who needs to lose weight, it makes them not be too hungry later and makes them not overeat. So eating frequently things that do have nutrients and some's giving you a treat will help in all areas. So starting off with a breakfast, having a snack, eating lunch, having another snack, dinner, optional after dinner, having something sweet, being on a schedule, and doesn't mean it's taking over your day, but listening to your body of when it's hungry and not letting it get too hungry can speed up your metabolism, make you burn more calories eventually when you wind up eating at the right times. Skipping meals usually winds up in the long run making people gain weight. Does anyone have any other questions? Foods that cause inflammation and reduce mood are most foods that are in packages, like foods that are full of sugar, packaged deli meats, diet soda, regular soda, artificial sweeteners. Is anyone here using like the colored packets of Sweet and Low, Equal? If most of those colored packages are not the best to use on a daily basis, and if you could shy away from them, within a couple of weeks, your tongue can get used to it. So in no way am I saying not to eat a piece of cake. I love chocolate. I love cake. you can fit all those things in. But if it's taking away from your food and you're not eating food and not getting in nutrients, you won't feel good. But long-term exposure to unhealthy foods and not getting in enough fruits and vegetables, then you won't feel good. If you're not having energy and you don't feel good, then your body's telling you something. So if you're getting in your main meals and they're healthy, then you could enjoy your cakes and cookies. So you want to leave here today thinking, what do I need to add in? Do I need to add in my variety of fruits and vegetables? Do I need to add in exercise? Do I need to eat slower? Just think about what you need to add in and not what you need to take away.
I have a question about peeling fruits and vegetables. You made a point of that. If they're not organic, I try to wash it, but what do you consider a good wash for those things? And
So
they're not organic, so I feel like if I remove the skin, they might be healthier.
Okay, so it is true that there are some pesticides on the non-organic, but for many people, it's not ideal to go out and spend the extra money on the organic, and it may be hard for them to find. But the nutrients are in the peel, and I'd have you wash it, and there are many vegetable washes, and all you do is scrub it. So like I buy the one from Trader Joe's, but there are many ones. There are many ones, and they sell them basically in the health food stores or in actually all the supermarkets.
What about using baking soda in water
Would be okay.
and rinsing?
Yeah, but I would
Thank
definitely eat the peel. I would definitely
Thank
eat the
you.
peel, and
Okay.
that's where all the fiber is as well. When you're peeling it, you're getting rid of a lot of the fiber in the fruits and the vegetables. Like the zucchini, you should not peel zucchini. That's where all the nutrients are.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Flaxseed also, if anyone wants to try and add into their day, flaxseed, chia seeds, sardines is a good one. Many people usually when I speak on a Zoom don't know about oat bran hot cereal is higher in fiber and higher in protein than oatmeal, but it's a healthier option. Make sure all your meals, if you can, have those protein options like tuna, salmon, sardines, chicken, turkey. Protein does help if you're feeling hungry, and excuse me, and will help if you're to prevent your tired, weak, and get that B12. Does anyone have another question?
Cheese. Hello?
Yes, you want to know what about cheese?
Cheese. Is it good for you? How much should we have and what kind of cheese?
In moderation, you always want to buy a low-fat cheese. It does have some calcium in it. It's not something that you have to cut out, but you definitely want to keep it in moderation. You can't compare cheese as a protein to the ones I just mentioned, but everyone wants to enjoy a good pizza, and you just want to eat it in moderation.
Molly played it smart in the house because she didn't do too much.
Eating mindfully is important as well. So when you're eating, savor the experience. Try not to be on the phone. Try not to be watching in front of the TV. Try not to snack in front of the TV. That could make a very. Can you just mute it, please? You want to eat mindfully and not snack in front of the TV or be on the phone so that your mind can register that and enjoy the meal And eating healthy does not mean that everything you eat is 100% healthy. That is not what's healthy, because that means that your mind wouldn't be healthy. Whatever your favorite food is, just get it in moderation. Where people feel short is they always try and cut out their favorite food. You always have to figure out how to fit in your favorite food in moderation. Okay, so 80% healthy, 20% junk, and enjoy. Does that make sense to everyone?
Yeah.
Okay. I love chocolate. I eat it every day. Moderation. Okay. People ask me many times about coffee. If you love your coffee, you don't have to cut it out as long as you're feeling fine from it. It can actually increase dopamine, happy hormone, increase alertness as long as you feel good from it. Beans and lentils is another thing that is very healthy, that has those B vitamins, increases serotonin and dopamine that many people shy away from or don't prepare. That's a good thing to add into your plan if you don't have that. Anyone else have any other questions?
Yes, Laura.
Yes.
What's a fix of caffeine in the afternoon? Tea?
I couldn't hear you. Tea is very, very healthy.
Or coffee?
Or coffee, but you don't, if you're feeling like you need caffeine, it could be because you're tired. So instead of relying on a caffeine in the middle of the day, you may need that snack. So it could be that you're not used to eating in between lunch and dinner, and instead of relying on caffeine, try and eat a snack.
Right.
Because the caffeine,
healthier?
it's what's healthier? Tea. Well,
coffee.
it's good to maybe do the coffee in the morning and then the tea in the afternoon. If you do an herbal tea in the afternoon, herbal teas are very healthy as well.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
Remember, variety.
Right.
Matcha tea is something that's really healthy. It's like ground green tea, and you're getting, it's like as if you're getting, I'm not sure how many cups, but it's like getting a lot of cups of green tea in one cup. Something that I'm not sure if any of you have ever tried.
What's it called?
Matcha tea.
Matcha. Okay. Thank you.
Very healthy. Anyone else have any other questions?
Vitamins.
What?
Vitamins.
Yes, we were speaking about vitamin D, calcium, B12 to make sure if you are deficient, or you talk to your doctor about how much that specifically that you should be taking.
Oh.
Those are the ones as seniors that you need. D, calcium, and B12, and potassium. Yeah, this was recorded, so it will be out that you could watch it again. Does anyone have any other questions? Make sure for Passover as well that your fruits and vegetables are prepared. You could bake a lot of fruit, and I would suggest buying almond flour to bake with, and that can give you a lot of it could give you healthy fat and reduce your carbohydrates when it comes to getting in a dessert. Okay. There's so many recipes to use almond flour, and it comes out delicious versus the cake mixes. And spelt matzah, if you want to try spelt matzah, can give you a little bit more fiber. Make sure you're drinking also the water during the holiday to prevent the constipation. And that same thing when it comes to not peeling, the vegetables and the fruit can help you fight the constipation over the holiday. Preparing the starchy vegetables like butternut squash, potatoes, and all the starchy vegetables like sweet potatoes, Japanese potatoes, eating the skin, delicata squash, those can help fight the constipation versus eating rice. And same thing with exercise. Do you have a question? Is someone raising their hand? I only see some of you, so I'm not sure. Is someone raising their hand?
You can unmute yourselves, but if you need me to unmute you, and I can see you, raise your hand.
Okay. Does anyone have any other questions? Okay, so most important thing is try new things, get variety, stay happy, healthy, and enjoy the holiday. Thank you for signing. Thank you so much for signing on.
Thank you, Laura.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, take care.
Have a great day,
You too,
everyone.
bye.
Thank you. And thank you, Shula.
Thank you,
Thank you.
bye.